Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Tech back into the video day. Today, the Houston Rockets lose to the Toronto Raptors 107-104. And this game reminded me a lot like a game that the Houston Rockets played in Toronto a couple seasons ago, actually a long time ago. And we'll see how many Rockets fans remember this. I doubt a lot of you probably don't, especially with some of the maybe potential bandwagon fans from this time. Probably not Rockets fans anymore, but we'll see amount of how many OG Rockets fans are still, with the Rockets. But so in the 2017-18 season, if y'all remember, the Rockets played a game against the Raptors, and the final score was 108-105. Keep in mind, the final score tonight was 107-104, which is it's 1 point off for both teams. The Rockets were down 19 points in the game. Tonight, the Rockets were down 22 points in the game. They came all the way back to potentially have a chance to win it at the end of the game and ended up losing by 3 points. The Rockets did the same thing tonight when they were down 22 points and had a chance to win the game. And it was just literally the exact same thing as what happened when these two teams met in Toronto just over 5 or 6 years ago. I mean, for a minute I was thinking it was 2023, but this was in 2018 in January March. This was in March of 2018, so almost 6 years ago. That was the year where the Rockets were the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, and a lot has changed for these two teams since then. When these two teams matched up and played that exact game, which was basically like tonight's game. I mean, so much has changed to the point where, there are players on the Toronto Raptors that have played for the Rockets that are playing, for the Raptors now, and there are Rockets. There's a player on the Rockets now that was literally on that Raptors team. Fred VanVleet's on the Rockets now. How about that? Fred VanVleet was playing his first game back in Toronto, or not playing. He was back in Toronto for his first game back in Toronto, but he was not playing. VanVleet is out for a couple weeks. Sucks for him that he wasn't able. His first game back in Toronto wasn't able to play in the game, but it'll be great to have VanVleet back once he is healthy. How about a return for Dillon Brooks as well? Dillon Brooks has not played for the Raptors, of course, but he is from Canada and loves that city. Even played for the Canadian team over the summer and played great for them. And the Canadian community loves Dillon Brooks. And speaking of Brooks, he had a great game tonight for the Rockets. Only player with 20 or more points, 20 points for Dillon Brooks with 4 threes. So let's get into this game, though. No VanVleet, no Tari Eason. I know VanVleet's going to be out for a while. But hopefully we'll get him back sooner rather than later. But I can't wait for Tari Eason to get back on the floor because we need him desperately. We need him because he's a good three-point shooter. We need his defense. We need his rebounding. I think the sooner and the better you can get Tari Eason back, the Rockets might be able to do something. Because it doesn't take long to get back into it with the Western Conference. I think we're only like 2.5 games back from the 10 seed. At the most, it's 3. So I'd love for this team to get Tari Eason back. I think things can change for this team once that happens because he will come in and help with things that this team is struggling on, like 3-point shooting and rebounding, which would be great for the Rockets. Hey, 3-point shooting didn't do bad tonight, 39.5%. We're one of the worst 3-point percentage teams in the NBA, and in the last 2 games for the Rockets, they have shot 48 and 39.5. So that is above average. So that's great for the Rockets. Let's go over some scores for the Rockets tonight. 20 points for Dillon Brooks with 3 assists with 2 blocks and 1 steal. 12 points for Jabari Smith with 11 rebounds. And those were the only 2 players that were in double figures. Both Şengün and Jalen Green were benched in this game. Şengün had 7 points with 7 rebounds with 1 assist. 3 for 7, and then Jalen Green was 3 for 11 with 7 points in 22 minutes. Off the bench, though, we had 3 players in double figures. Cam Whitmore leaves with an injury, but in this first half, he has 17 points. Jeff Green has 11 points with 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal with 1 block. Aaron Holiday has 12 points, and Reggie Bullock Jr. Had 6 points. Some great 3-point shooting off the bench for the Houston Rockets in this one. Off the bench tonight, The Rockets nailed a total of, it was, I believe, we had 8 threes off the bench tonight, and that was on a total of 22 attempts. So 8 for 22 shooting off the bench from 3. Not bad there at all, but still Dillon Brooks hit 4 for 5 from 3 tonight. Amen Thompson had 8 points, though, as well, with 9 rebounds and 4 assists in 32 minutes, 4 for 5, shooting not bad at all for Amen Thompson. Jayshawn Tate had 4 points with 3 rebounds. Jermaine Samuels, Boban Marjanovic, Jock Landale, and Nate Hinton did not play. For the Raptors, 25 points for Emmanuel Quickley, 21 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds for RJ Barrett, 16 points for Jakob Poeltl, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. Crazy part of his stats, he had 6 blocks. 13 points for Scotty Barnes, was 2 assists away from a triple-double, though. 13 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. And that was it for this game. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section, and peace out. Go Rockets.